scooter factory, they begin assembling the engine by pressing 2 ball bearings into the left side of an aluminium crankcase. A 3rd ball bearing connected to the gear shaft is fitted. Next to be installed into the crankcase is the crankshaft. A gasket is placed on top of the crankcase to prevent oil leaks. Then the right side of the crankcase is placed onto a section of the left side. The two are bolted together. Next, 2 drive chains are fitted around the crankshaft, the second of which is fitted with a gear that connects to the oil pump. The inside of the engine will be lubricated with oil when the crankshaft rotates. This gear rotates the crankshaft, which starts the engine. And this gear, connected to an alternator, goes on the crankshaft. When it rotates, it provides electric current to run the scooter's lights and other electrical components. Then this part of the crankcase is closed with a cover, on top of which the water pump is fitted and the alternator is capped. Next, onto the ball bearings installed earlier, reduction gears are fitted. Reduction gears transform the high rotation speed of the crankshaft to a slower speed for the drive shaft, which turns the wheels. The assembly now flipped, the CVT is assembled. This is a pulley-based automatic gearbox that's powerful, fuel-efficient and smoother for the rider. Next, the piston is attached to the conrod and then placed inside the engine's single cylinder. The bottom of the conrod is linked to the crankshaft. An aluminium cover is then fitted over the gearbox and the cylinder head is installed. This is equipped with several sensors for fuel injection and other functions. The rear wheel is then mounted onto the drive shaft and the aluminium swing arm bolted to the frame. The frame for the scooter has been painted black and engraved with the vehicle identification number. The frame is not only bolted to the front of the engine, but also to a large pair of shock absorbers at the rear. Next to be fitted to either side of the frame is part of the front suspension system. A wheel hub that has an integrated brake disc is then fitted to each side. Brake caliper is fitted to each disc. To complete the front suspension, a shock absorber is fitted to each arm. Handlebars are then added, which include the brake levers with hydraulic cables to the calipers, as well as switches for the lights, indicators and horn. After installing the ignition switch and the double vinyl seat, the rear light indicators and the LED headlights are fitted. The last step is to mount the 2 front wheels and tyres. The finished scooter is put through a series of tests to check every function, including lights and indicators, front and rear braking, acceleration and the accuracy of the speedo. Having 3 wheels gives this scooter extra stability, and the suspension is designed to keep both front wheels on the ground, even when tilting on a sharp turn. Though if you're riding like this on the road, you're doing something wrong.